Just gonna get settled in, ladies and gentlemen, here in a few minutes' time. So sit back, chillax, get yourself some food, grab yourself a drink, and chill out with us at the TBZ After Hours podcast. Get your friends involved in, do tag us on X at the Boyz Racing Motorsports, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Follow our Instagram for updates about the GT series. Follow our YouTube channel at the Boyz Racing Motorsports. We're going to be uploading a lot of stuff from the GT series coming soon.
It's not pulling up. Yes, it's not pulling up on my. Let's see. Yeah, that's not right.
I'm
not getting.
Let me tell you about underpay racing.
I'm not. Can you see on stream? There's no. I've got no screen there. I had a screen until I went live, and then it.
It's still mine. So starting soon on the screen. You can also hear my audio in the background. Hello, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, so please bear with us as we get everything underway for the TBZ After Hours podcast.
Let's see, toggle select recording. No. I just want to be able to see my stream.
And this is why when OBS Studios set up Streamlabs.
I mean, like, everything was fine until I hit the go live. Oh, there we go. Haha, figured it out. We're good.
There we go.
We're gonna go live after ads pass through, and then once the ads pass through, we are live.
What a sellout. This guy using ads on the Twitch stream in the Big 26. Come on, man.
You know, if we want the payout for the GT series to be as big, continue to be as big as it is, yeah, we're gonna have to use the ads.
Well, you know what? It's great than ads. Your Amazon Prime membership. That if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for 1 month of ad-free viewing here on TBZFrostbite's Twitch channel. All support proceeds will be going to the GT Racing Series Season 4 and any future endeavors that we do. We have a new GT Series website that just got launched. Shout out to Masterly, who's put a phenomenal, not performance, but a beautiful designed website for the GT Racing Series. Shout out to him.
Alan, while we have technical difficulties. Alright.
Give me for 5 more minutes, Kyle. Make it snappy.
I'm waiting for the commercials to end on stream. Once they're done, we're live.
And I'll be in here for 5 minutes, and hopefully Matrix or Cracks can show up, or maybe one of our already out there he is. Cracks, can you wave your friend, bud?
And the LR King.
Look at all these fantastic people we got in the audience tonight. Hello, everyone. Come on, Cracks. I know you got it. press to speak, man. You gotta tag out.
Got him.
There he is. Okay, thank you. There he is.
Oh, what's up?
Perfect timing.
Yeah, actually planned to arrive right at this moment.
Well, welcome on in to the TBZ After Hour podcast. I'm not sure if we're still on commercial break, but hello.
We are, yes.
Oh, damn. I'm still at work, so that's why I'm tagging you in for the co-host tonight.
I figured. Hey, you
Yeah.
close, yeah.
I would like to do an advertisement though on stream after for the GT series once we pop up.
Well, I've popped up, so let's get it going.
Well, hello.
I just every time I've got to keep this music going. Like after I pop in, it's just for the first minute, it's just so catchy.
Yeah, I mean they did a really good job with their stage music on Discord. Shout out to Discord for allowing this to happen here on the Boyz Racing and Motorsports After Hours podcast.
Heck yeah.
What up,
Shoot, fine now. Alright, let me shut it off now. There we go. Yo, what's happening? I don't know what episode this is. 6? 5? 5 or 6?
6, 7?
No, don't you dare.
Kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him, kicked, done.
Get him out of here!
Yo, let's talk about, for one, GT Series kicking off with some pretty strong competition right off the bat.
I feel like there's a lot more to talk about.
Well, okay, you know what? Yes. And
Can we get a
theoretically,
recap of what happened since last time, Kyle? I mean, like, it's been a while.
there has been a lot. Actually, before Hokie was doing his practice today on the cup. What is that cup called? The
Red Bramble?
Pro Stuck.
The
No,
Pro
well,
Stock,
yeah,
yeah.
your Pro Stuck. I'm echoing.
Yeah.
I'm echoing. You know why I'm echoing? Let's see. If I do that,
Alright, boys,
there. How's that? Is that better? Is the echo gone?
I have no idea. I'm on stream right now.
You're
That's
up
better.
to-
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Cracks, you're gonna have to be
So-
The Basher said that's better.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
I've been messing around with Banana to be able to better get this this voice meter thing working, and I switched my microphone to B channel, but then also kept the microphone on the OBS, so it was picking up both from the Banana audio switch as well as into OBS, so that's why you're hearing the double. My apologies. We'll get it figured out one of these days correctly. But I'm glad you let me know now. Because the scene select that I am on right now is the same one I'm going to be using for GT Series in 3 days. So I'm glad that we noticed that now rather than on the day of. So let's see. Hokie, yes, Hokie was talking prior to stream. He went over quite a few things. One, it was I don't know. I'm not sure where his source was from this, but he was saying that at first we thought that um there was going to be the ability to remove props, natural props that were like natural game props when you went in.
Mm.
In the event lab, and he was saying that was actually not the case, not what they were talking about. Which I was like, okay, sounds good, except for when he paused it at one point because they were trying to do triangulation and start piecing the map together, which they did a pretty good job of. But he paused the map and he paused it right on the screen where it said exit world editor. So then I was thinking, that terminology, because right now they just call it the exit prop editor. so you could edit the different, place and add props and such like that when you're in Event Lab. How they've changed is to edit world or exit world editor, which kind of takes me back a little bit. And it's like, well, is he sure that we're not getting the ability to remove certain props that might be trees or signs, lampposts, stuff like that in certain
Well,
locations?
world editor could also mean just like other things that you've put into the world. Like, because
Well, yeah.
they did say they did tease in the trailer that they tried making like this whole like Event Lab's supposed to be more than just Event Lab, more than just making like fun racing events or like mini game events. It's supposed to be something where you can like actually just build your own thing and have people from the open world come and check out. So you're basically building your own like world in that space.
Well,
So it could refer to that.
what I got from that was the estate. The estate was that.
Yeah,
There still is Super 7. Everyone forgot about Super 7, but Super 7 you could build
yeah.
anywhere. There was no you had to build on a build stub. It was anywhere you stopped and started you could build. And dog out because she is whining like no tomorrow. But now you can build anywhere for starting an event lab, which is great. But I think with what you were saying is the estate, something you can build, and anyone from the open world can pull up. My question is it if everybody will get access to the estate, meaning everybody will own it and can build on it, how does somebody else pull up to your create? Well,
Right.
that's my
I
thing.
think I think they do it the way GTA does it. Because GTA, for example, when you buy a house or a mansion, another player could also own the same house and mansion. It gives you the option of which one you want to enter.
Huh. So then
I
in
think
that
Kyle
case,
has just left. Oh,
well,
yeah, he's here.
in that case, do you have to be friends with those people? That's kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You'd have. I think you would have to be friends to enter your friends one. I don't know if you'd be able to enter like anyone that's in the lobby, but I don't know. Maybe they could do it with anyone who's in the lobby. I have
it
no
would
idea.
be cool is if it would be cool if you kind of pull up to the estate. And I know they said there's no loading, like you don't have to like spend time waiting on loading screens and stuff like that, which makes sense. But like if you pulled up to it, and you know how right now if you pull up to the
Yeah,
event lab or a stub like that, when you pull it up you see like PG editor's choice or new creations or something like that, so you can scroll through and select one, or you could put a share code in and find exactly what you want. I wonder if it'd be something like that when you pull up to the estate. You could be like, are you wanting to enter your home, or do you want to view other players' homes? Kind of
see,
thing.
that's also another thing I have with it being no loading screen. It's like, because the way, okay, so the way GTA handles it right now, I'm talking about GTA 5. Um,
I see you, Basher.
e- every like, let's say you and a friend own the same mansion on the map. Your friend could have different colored walls, and you could have different colored walls, different garages, whatever. But when you select like you want to load into your friend's one, it goes through the loading screen, loads all the different customizations in, and then you're there. But with this one, it's not just different like wall paint, it's a whole different like house, isn't it? Like it's a whole different like structure, right? So I don't know how they like load in multiple structures in one space. You have to choose which one structure to load in. Which, if
Yeah,
you're in a convoy, I'm
that's.
assuming it's the convoy leaders. But like, if you're just in an open lobby, then I have no idea how that works.
Anyways, I did want to point out two things. One, Basher, yes, 1 week from today, you're headed off to the States, dude. We're super psyched. Can't wait to have you here. Looking forward to it. Second thing, if Neo comes back in, I know that he had messaged and was hanging. I wasn't trying to ignore you there, good buddy. By the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Um, there was no, I don't think there was a sound to you. Yeah, there wasn't because I don't have the alert boxes up on this screen. Um, but appreciate the follow. Neo is my daughter's boyfriend. So that is who we saw there. Anyways, back to the conversation at hand. Yes, I eager to start more information about those ever see the map. Um, and I get that, and I'd love to see the map too. Like I am very yes, the map's gonna be awesome to take a look at, see the different structures that we're gonna have. But especially as somebody who is leading the content, audio fucked. What do you mean?
Sit still. It was fine last time I checked. Let me check again.
Oh, are you getting?
Are you saying something right now, Kyle?
Oh. It's my. I'm not on streamer mode, so it's getting all of the is carrying over. Give me
Oh,
1 second. There we go. That should help. That should help. Um, and thank you, Raiden, for letting us know. And Parzi. Um, but as somebody who runs the GT series, I am very, very focused on the creation structure of this game and how we'll be able to implement and kind of advance the GT series. Because right now we know that we're limited by the gameplay of like the hardware of GT series, and we can only do so much um, in the game. But taking a look at, I was starting to think because I'm still on staff with Street Wars, and I'm starting to think there because Sappy came back and Sappy was like, "We are so back, boys. Let's start planning." And it's like, well, we can't really start planning yet. We don't know too much about the game in order to make an accurate planning decision. Um, but it does have me thinking of like we've got the different houses and we've got the different custom garages. So what if we and I think they said there's going to be 8 houses, 8 garage, like 8 locations that you can buy 8 houses or something like that. So you could do a type of Street Wars where the house or your garage locations are teams, are like the homes of the teams, and you've got to capture those garages. And thus with the garage you get the area or something like that. But um it's just kind of a thought process there, early thought process. But going back to the GT series is like, yeah, we can make tracks and we can make Grand Prix type tracks, but I'm also looking into like what other aspects of the game are going to be fun to implement into GT series to make it immersive, make it more uh closer to a sim-like racing experience for the drivers who just aren't satisfied with how motorsport turned out. Um, and certain things where they pointed out like tire wear. They show like there's visual you can visually see tire wear on a car, but my curiosity is will will the tire wear also play a factor into your grip during a longer, more enduro style race? And if so, will we have the ability to create a pitting structure in Event Lab so that vehicles can come in, refuel, change tires?
I feel like that would actually be amazing. I feel like that would be something that would level up the whole GT series and like any event hosted on Event Lab things as a whole.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, um, Rex, I don't think I've talked to you since like in person in a VC, other than I think last week we talked a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't think I've really talked about your like what's been your thoughts on just the reveal trailer that we got the first 12 minutes.
Oh, for Horizon 6.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, yeah, I was super excited about like when they showed the city and stuff off because I think the last time we had a city like that, I want to say is Horizon 3. Not even like that, but like
Surfers,
closest to it.
I think it was Surfers Paradise.
Yeah, Surface Paradise.
Hmm.
I remember playing on that city. It was super fun, but it was really tiny. Like I don't think it felt like a huge city even at the time. Like
Hmm.
not even like looking at it now, but even at the time, I don't think it really felt like a big city. So seeing that upgraded and like bigger now, I think is gonna be super exciting. That and also seeing all the road networks. Like I'm hoping there's gonna be like road networks that look like have you ever seen those aerial shots of those really complicated bridges that go over each other?
Yes, yes.
I'm hoping to see something like that. Yeah, that'd be sick to
We have
see.
one of those, or at least a few of those down in Central Florida, like the Orlando area. There are several interstates that cross and intersect each other, with on ramps and on off ramps to regular roads, all in the same area. So there's about, I don't know, 7 or 8 different bridges just in that one location. So yeah, that I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about. That would
Dubai
be
has a lot of them,
awesome.
just crisscrossing on each other,
Yeah.
or even
Yeah,
having
well,
like the metro tracks.
they even, they did say that they were using the concept from the Hot Wheels expansion
Yeah, yeah.
to give a more elevated depth to the map this time. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that
super
and
stoked.
also I'm also looking forward to the roads that they showed off where like it's covered with trees on both sides and you can see nothing but just the
Bamboo?
road and trees on either side of you.
Yes. Yes.
That also looked pretty sick.
I am kind of very curious. Hey, Limitrix, by the way, if you want to jump in and we can three-way the conversation, just raise your hand up, and I'll get
We
you
can have a three-way.
the conversation. The conversation.
What? Huh?
I said the
Who
conversation.
said that? Who said that?
I didn't end it with three-way. I just said three-way the conversation.
I keep forgot to
I
plug
think
in
that
my
was
mic.
Alan.
Hold on.
I think that was Alan. I think that was Alan.
Andrew's talking to a minor like this, by the way.
That was Alan. That was Alan.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright.
You need to
Uh-huh.
calm down, Alan.
Yo,
My mic.
hold on, bro. Don't throw anything on the
Yo,
podcast, man.
who let him in? Who?
I did. I'm a
I
mod.
posted. Guys, we can't let him in here after what he just said. Let's get him out of
Okay,
here.
bro. All right, bro. You know you're back.
Oh,
Oh man. Anyways, Lumitrix, how's it going?
Hold up. This
hold
shit.
up, hold. He doesn't know how it's going yet.
I don't know
I'm
why I'm
holding
like
it up.
freezing a bunch. There we go. What were you asking? You cut out.
Oh, I said it's been a minute. I haven't talked to you in person in a hot minute. How you been?
Oh, I've been good. Just been trying to live. Turns out Voss has been sending me overdraft fees, and I had barely figured out until my mom told me. Apparently, I owe Voss $180 worth of shit. But yeah, I'm doing good.
I mean, that's a thing. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
overdraft fees were still a thing in 2026. It's like, hey, I'll
yeah.
get you your money, don't worry. Anyways, we were talking about the FH6 reveal, gameplay reveal. and Krax was giving some of his input, some of his excitement. What about you? What are some things that really stuck out? I know that it's been out for a week now, so a lot of people have put their 2 cents worth in, and we're starting to get like a lot of repeat information. But what's your 2 cents worth? What are you most looking forward to? What still looks pretty crappy? Um, what are speculations you may have? What do you got?
Um, well, I mean, first off, I want to say that I'm happy that we're finally gonna get a green map again. I miss seeing green and not dead wheat and brown everywhere. Even if it is my nationality to be in Mexico, even
I
though
was
I'm
gonna
not
say
from
that's your
Mexico, but
hometown,
yeah,
man.
yeah, but like you know, I still want to see some fucking green, man. Like I don't know, just farmland and a whole bunch of dead wheat just isn't kind of my thing. So I'm happy we're finally getting a green map again, and especially snow. I like the fact that we're getting snow again, especially some areas apparently going to just be covered in snow. That's gonna be really interesting to see.
Yeah, I saw the stacked snow
S-
on either
The
side of the
snow
road.
wall.
That looked
That
pretty
was
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah,
just
snow
Yes.
walls. Yeah.
big ass snow wall. Yeah,
Cool.
I mean,
And a lot of exciting stuff that'll come. And they also said this, didn't they say that this map will be bigger than Mexico, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time
yeah,
more
this is
dense?
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be bigger than FH5. I
Yeah,
think they said it was gonna be their biggest map.
yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely wasn't expecting a bigger map with them focusing so much on density. I was gonna be happy with a slightly smaller map with more density, but I'm not opposed to having a bigger
But
map as long as the density is pretty good.
I mean, as Alan would say, my steak is too buttery, and or my lobster is too buttery, and my steak is too juicy. Why complain when it's the greatest that you can get?
Yeah, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
complaining. That's why I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
said
yeah,
I'm not
yeah. I know,
opposed.
I know, I know. I'm just saying, if you're gonna get
Yeah.
the best of both worlds, might as well be
Yeah,
happy.
I am genuinely shocked. It's really odd, and I think like a lot of people are kind of like maybe they're rage baiting it, or I don't know exactly. To me, it seems a little ridiculous because if you go back and look at FH4 to FH5, you'll see that the number of cars in FH4 at the end of its life cycle was greater than the number of cars at FH5's startup. FH5 started with like, I think it was 519 cars, whereas FH4 ended with over 750. But FH4 also started with like right at 500 cars available. Now they've announced that at startup, it's 550, and everybody's going like, how do you go from 900 cars to only having 550? It's like, well, we will get all those cars
That's also
back
like
eventually, but
also like tell me
if
any
you
other game that
just
has 550 cars.
right. And it's like you
Really?
don't give yourself any content if you just drop everything right there. Like, where's the fun in the rest of the game?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember. I think in Horizon 3, the Skyline GTR R34, the 2002 version that we get, in Horizon 3 was a auto show car. You could get it in the auto show. Whereas in Horizon 4, it was a wheel spin or had to be earned through what was it? One of the showcases. You had to complete a particular showcase to get the Skyline. And then in FH5, it came back as a vehicle you could just get. And like I think the same thing for us is like the Koenigsegg Jesko or Jesko. Um, is a car that is not accessible through the auto show or through a playlist or anything like that. You have to complete the V10 story mode in order to get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm perfectly content with 550 cars at launch, knowing that there's going to be more added because they've announced a car pass expansion, and then we know that there's car pack DLCs coming, plus they have alluded that there's going to be a return to seasons and like a festival playlist that will come with that. So I'm sure there's going to be new to Forza or return to Forza cars that are going to be on that list that are currently not in the game.
I really hope they bring ranked back. That is my number one requested feature.
You know,
I need back ranked.
yes, I I I don't know what they're going to do with that because the live time attack portion that they showed where you just pull right up and start
Mhm.
racing in time attack against other people who are in that lobby, like that could work towards it as well.
Nah, that's not the
Now,
same.
granted, you're stuck with only that particular track as your or
That
leaderboard, but
particular track, and if people happen to drive by that area in open world at the same time you're driving there as well.
right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Um,
Yeah.
no, ranked would be great. I just don't know the reason Playground Games pulled rank was because of like what's the term? Griefing. There's like a lot of griefing from it. Um,
Like
and they were
sandbagging
like,
and
"Well,
shit.
fine. If you guys what?
Like sandbagging and everything like that. Or
Not
just like
necessarily
griefing.
sandbagging, but like
Smurfing. I think smurfing would be the better
Oh,
word.
smurfing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
smurfing.
So they just they they pulled it because of that. And really, the only people who have wanted rank to come back is the competitive community. And I know I've harped on this before, but like the competitive community is such a small percentage compared to the vast majority of the
It
player
is. Yeah.
base. So it's like we really do want it there, but who's it going to benefit
Yeah, but at the same
the
time, I
most?
don't think it benefits the competitive community the most, obviously, but I don't think it takes away from the rest of the community at the same time because if you look at Horizon 4, yeah, they had ranked, but they also had casual if you just wanted to race.
They
And
did. And I'll
just chill.
be I'll be one to say that like I used to get extremely frustrated with the fact that like I could never get to Grandmaster. Isn't
Oh,
that what it was
yeah.
called?
I mean,
I think it was Grandmaster, Grand
I think so.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I was always frustrated with that because I was like, man, why can I never get up there? I'm like playing this game all the time and I could never get to Grandmaster. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons they took it away is like it just became that the same people were always Grandmaster, which in a sense it's like, well, if you've earned Grandmaster and you can keep it there, great. Like that's motivation to like keep playing the game, which if you're looking at it from a sales point and a money earning point, then that's what you want. But then you're going to also have people who are going to give up on it and never go back to that because, well, I just never can get up there. So yeah, it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You just got to pick which damned you want to take. But let's see. Alan's saying ranked would require another ELO system implemented, especially if FM is dead and the one in FH4 is scuffed, and ranked would just be meta abusing instead of raw talent. Um,
Here we go again with Alan
All
and
right.
his meta
Here's
abusing.
here's
Yeah.
here,
well,
here here's a. I
yeah,
agree
go ahead.
with the updated elo system, but with the meta abusing, if everybody's meta abusing, it's not really abusing at that point. It's just everyone's just using the meta, so it's on equal terms. At that point, it comes to raw talent. Like if everyone
It's
has a
kind of,
meta card,
I mean, yeah,
doesn't
it's
really
kind of
matter.
like with monthly rivals. With monthly rivals, if everyone's locked to the same car, it's not an abuse.
Yeah.
It's like an equality. So
Alternatively, yeah, have it like a monthly rivals where you have to use everyone uses the same car, like they'll lock to the same car.
yeah,
So
or
and that way no one
do
selects a card.
do like Motorsport did in a sense, where you have an array of cars you can pick from, but they all have
Right.
locked
Yeah.
builds.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
tune the touring cars, but you couldn't change the parts if you were going to take it into
Yeah.
an active online lobby.
Yeah. That could also be for rank. So if you want to take your own car and race it online, that could be what casual is for. And
Hmm.
then if you just
Hmm.
want to race for skill or versus skill, you could go to rank. So
Yeah.
that could be another implementation. So yeah.
Well, on the topic of skilled racing, I
Hmm.
I've got to say, I'm gonna see if I can't do this real quick on stream. I'm gonna add a source. We're gonna pull up here. Uh, and sorry if we lose a few things doing this, but we're gonna pull up the practice the gtseries.com. And we're gonna go here. Oh, that's standings. We want results. There we go. We want results. When do we want it? We want it now. Uh, uh-oh.
What?
What happened?
Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it. Woo! Okay. Um,
Had me scared for a little bit.
yeah, I couldn't figure out how to pull up the practice, but because right now there's only one person who has submitted a qualifying time, so it says that Mini G is on pole, and I was like, that's weird, but okay. I see what it did. Anyways, all right, let's pull this up. Window capture, add source. Let's do right here. All right. So here we go for those on stream. I'm going to edit this very, very quickly so that it's visible to y'all here. There we go. All right. And let's make it a little bit larger. Fantastic. So I don't know if you all can see that. I hope you can. Um, but here is this week's as it kind of like breaks down. So Ruins for the longest time was holding the fastest lap
Yep.
with a mid 14, and then yesterday Snowlin breaks the record with a 14:3:19 on Yarma
Yeah. And
for
then guess
Castilian.
what Ruins does?
Did he break it again?
No, he switched cars.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I knew that was gonna happen.
Hey, he was close.
I,
He was like 400ths off, I think.
Um, he old. Ah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say actually.
he what? You started to say it
I
now.
don't know. No, oh, maybe I shouldn't. We'll see. We'll see in a couple of days here. Who comes out on
Okay.
top, Ruins and Stolen. But all I will say is, with all the information I have, it's still extremely close. It
I mean,
still could be either one.
that honestly is what I'm here for. So I wanted to pull this up because Snowy and Ruins both within 100 1/100th of a second of each other. Then you've got Patch Noodle and Shaggy all less than a tenth of a second within each other.
Oh, I wouldn't discount Brandy and Cosmic from that fight either.
Well, now you've got Randy and Cosmic. Their times are 6/1000ths of a second off of each other in practice.
Hmm.
Witchman, you are right there at the point 0.8 mark. So the two of you guys will be very, very close. Then you've got Alan, Imagine, and Parzi all within a couple 1/100ths of each other. So,
Yeah, here's the thing though. Um, there's a lot of people on the who will definitely 100% make it to split one who haven't put in a practice time.
oh,
Um,
yeah,
so
definitely.
if you take all of them into account and see how close Witchman, me, Alan, Imagine, and Parsi are, that's five drivers. There's definitely not going to be five spots for all five of us in split one. There's not going to be five spots left.
I know. I know.
So it's
With
gonna
the
be very close for the cutoff from split one to split two.
the GT series staff is going to have a very busy time because I have not removed the rule of if someone from split 2 has a faster lap than somebody from split 1 and their uh their total race time is faster, which is going to be kind of difficult to measure out. That's what I'm saying. Like, the staff is going to have some work put ahead for them. There is still the possibility that somebody from split 2 can get P11
Oh.
because I forget exactly where the rule is. We might lose one of the screens here in a second. Hopefully we won't. Um, let me reread these rules because I had it written out. Uh, GT series, and let's go to no, I think it's how to race rules and regulations. Um, Points fastest lap. I guess I didn't carry it over.
Oh, you didn't? So that rule
No.
isn't there?
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Pre-race disconnects
Can I say it shouldn't?
before how to race. Hold on. Let me make sure it's nowhere to be found in here. Build your livery, practice, qualify, race day. It's not. So that's good. That's good. Maybe that'll make it a little bit easier for us. I think I did take that out. I think I
Yeah,
took that out
not
after last
not
season.
not to make it not to make the work easier for us, but that could be super controversial because you have to think about it this way. Let's say there's only four spots left in split one. That means four out of five of us are getting into split one, and the next person is getting to split two. If one of us gets into split two, that if we don't make any mistakes of missing checkpoints, that usually means we're hot lapping the entire lap, most like a race most likely. Whereas
Hmm.
the other four people who are in split one are definitely fighting the entire race, which would compromise their total race time. But
Oh yeah.
and then they'd be punished for falling into split one instead of just sandbagging into split two and hot lapping the whole race.
Hmm. True. True. I'm
So
gonna have
yeah,
to.
I
I may
don't
have to
think that rule
revamp
should be a
these.
thing.
I think I might have to revamp these points again because I only have points going to
However, I think
24th.
I think we can keep the rule of if there is a no-show in a higher split. Um, I know the lower splits go first, but I think anyone like the top finishers from the lowest splits should be allowed to race for a higher position in the higher split,
Well, yeah. So
if that makes sense.
the whole purpose for the driver's brief, and that's kind of a good segue into the driver's brief, which is kind of ultimately where I was about to get to. The driver's brief. In other series, such as the Racing Haven or uh, Hoki Hoshi's HTCC, 1 hour of racing, all of those guys have done. uh, Oh. Um, hey, Eurodragon. Thanks for the follow. I just saw that. The driver, sorry, I was blanking on what I was going to be talking about. The driver's brief was ways to be able to us explain to the drivers, all right, who's starting on the left side, who's starting on the right side. Here's your starting point. Because the way Racing Haven did it is you had to maintain your speed of 60 miles per hour, 100 kph, all the way until the green line. They had track creators put down the green wall, the green like plaster wall um on the track. So there were two areas where they put this. There was a red plaster wall that they would lay down to the track, down on the track, so that like it was still smooth. You would just drive over it, but it was visible. When you crossed over that red
Mhm.
line, that was the indication, all right, everybody needs to get into formation. Then, um, when you ran over the green line was about 100 yards or so from the start finish. So the way that they did this was when the first driver or whoever was on pole went over the start finish line, you start your acceleration. Nobody could pass each other again. It was kind of confusing, but then when it worked out, like when you actually got into the lobby and started driving, you understood it, so it made sense. Um, but when the first car passed over that green line, everybody could start accelerating, but you still didn't pass anybody. You stayed in your position until the pole position crossed the start finish line. Once they crossed the start finish line, then it was all hands free, everybody could go. The reason they did that was so that nobody was jumping the green flag. You see a lot like everybody, and I think even Rex, you've done this once or twice, but like
Oh,
when the pole
I've never
position
done it.
when the pole position crosses the start finish, you would see a car pop out from formation line and start like gunning it. Or the opposite, somebody
I've
who
done
is in
that.
somebody who is in last place would let off throttle just enough to where they got enough distance between them and the pack. Then they would throttle, they
Mhm.
would go full throttle so that by the time they reached the pack,
Catch up.
the
Yeah.
the first car was crossing start finish. So they had their momentum already built. So to prevent that from happening, they
S-
did the acceleration line so drivers could start
Yeah.
accelerating up. Um, and then but you still had to stay in your position. You couldn't pass anybody. I'm not going to try and do that because that is very complex. We'd all have to go in, all of the track creators would have to go in and
Here,
lay that down, and we're not going to do that. Plus,
can I offer a problem and a solution?
why
Okay, the
would you
problem already
offer a
exists.
problem?
Can I offer a solution? The problem exists, and I know it exists because I've abused it a lot. Can I offer a solution to it? So the reason it looks like I jump a lot of starts is because if you look at it from a different perspective, actually would. But if you look at it from my bot or my perspective, it doesn't look like I jumped the start at all. That's because when you're behind someone, you see them, like, just because of how perspective works, you see their car touch the start finish line before they see the car touch the start finish line.
Hmm.
So that's why I will always get ahead. The further back you are, the sooner you can actually start. Now, to combat that, you can do what Racing Haven did. I'm pretty sure that's why they did that. But
Hmm.
obviously, that's more of a complex solution. Or you can do it like the way F1 does race restarts. If they don't bring the cars back into the pits, the leader decides when you start accelerating, but you can only overtake once everyone's crossed the start finish line. So
Well, that would be a little bit
so
difficult
whoever
for the
the
people
race
in the
leader
front.
is starts accelerating.
That would be
No, it actually benefits the race leader because no one can cross the race leader until the race leader goes across the start finish line. but everyone has to react to the race leader when the race leader says, "All right, I'm going full gas now."
I mean that could work. That could work. Um, the only problem we've seen with that is the race leader not hitting throttle crossing the start finish.
So that's the other thing. Everyone's allowed to overtake once they themselves cross the start finish line. So if the race leader crosses the start finish line and doesn't gas up, second place can overtake him. That's not an issue.
But
That's
then
the
in
race
that
leader's fault for
case,
not hitting the
but then
gas.
in that case, if second place overtakes him, is it a free for all at that point?
No, overtaking is only allowed once you yourself can only overtake someone once you cross the start finish. You can start gassing up, but you can't overtake.
So then in that case, wouldn't that disadvantage everyone in the back? So let's say
Oh, sorry,
theoretically.
no, you can start gassing. You can sorry. You can start gassing up once the race leader crosses the start finish line. Sorry, not once you cross start finish line.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, I will write that out properly so that I can give proper
Yeah.
I
I
can
can
give
write a
proper.
step by step on that or something like a
So,
proper. Yeah,
hi Luna. How's it going? Great to see you.
it's not a huge change from what we do now. The only thing is instead of having the only difference from what we do now and this is instead of having the enforced formation lap speed limit until the start finish line, it's only until the last corner, and then the race leader can decide whenever to start the race from the exit on the last corner till the start finish line.
Luna. Sorry. Yes, Luna, I did. I did see that clip. Track looks excellent, by the way. Guys, do you I can pull this up on our podcast now. There's no audio because there was a little bit of an audio issue when Luna clipped this, but would you guys like to see a most recent updated version of
Yeah,
Ridge Ridge what is it? Ridgewood?
Ridgewood. Yeah.
Why would I,
I
yeah,
was thinking of
Bridgewood.
Ridgewood.
Ridgewood, yeah. So I don't know that I can share my screen while I'm streaming. I can try. There's no guarantee this is going to work. Um, we'll just do this. Oh, look at that. It does work.
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
works.
So let's go here. All right. I'm gonna, oh no. Let's do, I gotta fix the Discord. So give me a second. No, don't move me. There we go. And let's shrink that down just a little bit. We're going to pull that up here for our viewers. All right. Oh no, it is frozen. What did I do? What did I do? I might have to download it and show it another way. All right, here we go. Oh, it keeps freezing at the same point. I'm probably bogging the crap out of my PC trying to do this. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, you can just send this like, is it on YouTube or is it via like a media player?
This is in a private chat that I have with the truck creators.
You can also send me the share code if you want, and I
Yeah,
have the
I'm
game open
online
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have the
I'm
Okay,
game
online right
open.
now.
I
We
can
can
just
just
stream and yeah.
let's try it this way.
Oh, there you go. That works. Perfect. That's pretty clear.
Yep. Let me restart that. We're going to bring that down. We're going to go back to here. We're gonna go over to here and go right to this. All right,
Damn, Lodge is the
and
most bottomest server in his server list.
it is. It is. Uh,
Wow. No wonder he never sees our
wow.
notifications or pings.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the only one that I see the most
I'm
of.
joking.
All right, here we go. Here we go. For those on stream, I don't know how to pull this up so that the stream can see it outside of
Uh
changing the
oh, can you
display
not?
to hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to change your display. Oh, okay. I did
Uh,
not expect that. I should be reacting to it before it comes in the stream, I guess.
Interesting.
Matrix, what do you feel like you're gonna place at for this first race in the GT series?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. As long as I'm mid split two, like P6 or
Yeah.
P7 or P5 or P7 in that window, I'll be happy
What do
because
you
we got
think
some
of what do you think top of split 2 will look like?
top of split two, like drivers or like lap times or
Drivers.
what?
Drivers.
Drivers.
Lap times as well, actually. That's also yeah.
Let me pull up free
Let's go
practice
lap
right
times.
now.
Let's go lap times first and then drivers.
Okay. So right now I think we're at a 15.5 for split two, starting at split two, probably lower. I think 15.4. But
Really, you
no,
think
yeah.
15.4 is gonna be the fastest time in split 2?
No. I'm just saying it currently in free practice. In
Oh,
free
in free
practice.
practice, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But I mean if motherfuckers really push it, it can probably be a 15.2.
Ooh. I'm gonna say you're looking at the free practice times, but there's Schmeeks who hasn't submitted it, Randler, DanX,
Yeah,
Venom,
yeah.
Nexus.
That's
There's
true.
4 people already. Timier, there you go, that's another one. So
That's true. That's
that's five
a
people that'll drop it. Yeah.
so then see then that changes. I'd rather just be happy if I get you know what
I
I
think
say right now,
I
as
think
long as I get to have fun, I don't care what place I'm in.
I
If I
think
get to be with
I think
Trey,
split
I'm
two
happy.
could see
Hey,
a 14. I
cheers to
think
that.
split two could see a 14.
Cheers to that. I will say, like, Racing Haven had, what's his name? Chopped, I think it's like Chop Bonanza or something like that is his gamer tag. The guy was like my pace in Racing Haven, but he was on staff for them. And he had like the same mentality. He's like, dude, I'm just happy, A, to be on the staff for Racing Haven, and two, just to be able to race. He's like, I don't care that I'm not in the top splits. He's like, it's just a lot of fun. So here's to
Yeah.
having fun.
That's
Oh,
exactly the way
restart
I
that
see it.
lap. We haven't been watching it. We've just been talking over it.
I watched it. I watched a little bit and then he closed
I mean,
the
okay,
I
we've
did
been
close it.
watching it, but we're all talking.
I did
Yeah,
close
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's on
I
the
mean that's
stream
totally
now.
fine.
I do have it up on the stream. It's looped on the stream,
No,
so it's just going
I
through.
meant restart it on the stream. Restart it on the stream.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it'll just
right
loop.
back on the stream.
It's
So
loop.
Kyle, let me
Oh,
just
it'll loop.
ask you
Oh, okay,
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you choose Farmington just as like a last resort?
No. Um,
Okay.
it was not a last resort. It was I was searching through already made tracks. I didn't want to try and find something that needed to be created because it was to get good quality track was going to take too long. And Farmington popped up as both a new track just created and on my friends and followed list. So initially, I didn't even notice it was you until I raced it and then popped out, and I was like, "Oh shoot, this is the one that Lumitrex made," and I really, really enjoyed it. And so the other reason why I picked it is because I knew getting a hold of you and asking you to make certain, blueprints in the manner that I was going to need them in was going to be a lot easier than trying to find another track creator to be able to make the track.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's
So,
just the main thing that I want to know because it felt like it was just like a last resort, which of course is like nothing wrong with that, but it's just you know I feel like maybe I could have done a little bit better with Farmington. And matter of fact, I did release an updated version that I was working on while I was watching the 24 Hours of Daytona. If you want to check that out, and then you can tell me which version you like more, so to
Well,
help me out a little bit.
okay. I'll give it a try. Yeah, I've put the share codes up there. I don't know that I've put the share codes up for Farmington yet. I don't think
Yeah,
I
you
have.
have, but
Oh, I have?
you
Okay.
have to change. Either way, we're gonna have to change qualifying because of the ghosting rule,
Yeah,
especially because the
Yeah,
draft
yeah,
on
that's fine.
Farmington is even crazier than uh
every every
Madrid.
um every track can benefit from drafting this season and
Yeah,
last season. There was only like one track last season where drafting wasn't a huge deal. It was one of
actually, I
Luna's
just
tracks, I
realized.
think. It was a super tight one.
Yeah.
If it's the
Well, this
championship
season,
race, I don't think.
yeah,
My bad. Go ahead.
we don't need a qualifying BP for the championship
Yeah,
race
yeah,
because it's
yeah.
going to be based
I
on
just
lineup.
realized.
Yeah,
So,
that one doesn't need
but
it.
yeah, no, I have reached out to all the track creators. What's his name? Stray got with me yesterday to set up the ghosting blueprint for Hoshimachi. So that one's good to go. Um, Cosworth got the Canadian Endurance at Lodgepole uh, all set up with ghosting. I will get Luna if you need assistance, if you need someone to hop in convoy with you to be able to get this track um, set up with ghosting for, excuse me, set up with ghosting for qualifying. Just let me know. I'll hop in quickly where I can and let you so that way you can get the ghosting on, and then we'll just be waiting on Tachyon. Tachyon should be done here soon. Um, I've been
Yeah, you
keeping up with
wanna
him
run
on
by
that,
all
but
the tracks real quick and talk about them? The tracks for this season.
yeah, we can. And then I'm looking to wrap up the stream tonight by 9:15. A
Oh,
longer than an
so that's
hour,
in like.
longer than an longer than an hour's podcast tends to you lose viewership very quickly. But um,
Mm.
let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So
No, if you want to wrap it up, in that case, we can talk about the first one in detail, because that's the one we're going to be racing.
there you go.
I
Well,
think that's a better idea. Yep.
so Castilian Grand Tour, Castilian Grand Course, which is going to be the home of the Madrid Grand Tour, is I think it's Jarma. I don't know the exact proper pronunciation, but I think it's Jarma. Um, Yarmis Circuit, which is a real life circuit north of Madrid. It's still, I think, within
Oh, you know
Madrid.
what?
Um, it's still within Madrid city limits, but it's the northern outskirts of Madrid. And it was a track that I was looking at when I was going and um finding different horses that were
Pull up my
very much
stream on
less.
Discord, Kyle.
What?
Pull up my stream on Discord. Sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I pulled it up. Here, I can drive the track because I don't have a video of it, but
Oh,
I can do this
that works.
in the back.
Um, there we go. Cool beans. So, um, Castilian, this is an FIA Grade 2 circuit. So GT3 and GTLM, those types of cars can run on this track, and even LMP. Its primary use has actually been with TCRs. This has been primarily a touring car track. And when I was using real life videos to help get the elevation proper, like this section that you're going through now and the downhill,
Yep.
technically that left hander is the start of the downhill. But given the props that we have, it just really was not feasible to try and get the left hand to go downhill and be banked. So I just went with the left
Mm.
hand and then the downhill, which in return, you know, it can still be challenging because if you don't throttle or if you don't send the car correctly into that turn, you're going off the track. So,
Oh yeah,
um,
I've done it a lot of times.
so it worked out. Um, let's see. This here was a cornered or a banked right-hander into a banked left-hander, and then it sharpens up into a very, very short. All of these outskirts that you see, all of the runoffs areas, these blue walls on the ground
Yep,
that act as like painted concrete, those are real.
that's
Those are exactly how the actual track itself um, has its layouts. The curbing that you see, the yellow and black curbing, is what they use for their curbing colors on that track. Um, and the measurement actually of the track is exact. This measures out to exactly a 2.6 mile, I believe. I think it's 2.6 miles. So it measured out exactly to the same length as the real life track. The other portion of the track that is not exact is this right here, this downhill, and then it goes into the right-hander. The real life track is a downhill right-hander. So the two of those would have been together. And initially, I did have the track built so that um, I was able to get it to start the downhill mid-turn and then gradually go down as it straightened out. Um, but what I was finding was at the start finish, the last three cars in the starting grid were underneath the track. They would start underneath the track permanently. And
oh
so
I see.
I just had to rebuild I rebuilt everything so that it basically went downhill first, then the right-hander. Um, so that in and of itself has made this track be a little bit faster on the back end. Because normally you would have had to let off throttle going into that right-hander because it was a downhill right-hander, so you wouldn't have been able to full throttle.
You're talking about this one coming up right now, right?
Um, right here, yes. So technically you'd have been
This
still
one,
up, still up, still up, and then you would have started the downhill right there.
come
And
down
then,
here. Yeah,
yeah. So it's a little unfortunate that I couldn't like spec it out exactly to what it was, but um it works. The track even Bruins complimented me on this track, saying he was like, "Man, your track building skills have gotten so much better." So
I
yeah,
think this is the track where I said it. I think it's one of the best tracks you've built, right?
I think so.
From
Yeah, I think
Shanghai, I
so.
feel like yeah.
So I am very, very satisfied with this track. I don't think I'm going to be completing any more tracks from now until FH6. I think my main
That's fair.
focus is going to be branding. Focusing, I might do some more livery stuff and brand TBZ and the GT series a little bit better with some stickers, and hopefully, like they did from 4 to 5, hopefully 5 to 6, the livery uh files will still be able to be uploaded. So like any of the stickers that I make in FH5 can be imported and uploaded in FH6. Because I'm going to spend some time making some prefab stickers to be able to build that brand for TBZ going into FH6. So yeah.
I mean, if they were able to do it with Motorsport in Horizon 5, then I'm pretty sure they'd do it for Horizon 6 and Horizon
Right.
5.
Skill issue
Yeah.
Are we missing checkpoints on a demo lap, cracks?
on demo lab.
So, Eurodragon, yeah, we do gonna have to wrap up the stream here, but I do want to point out Hoshimachi is going to be the skill check track of the season. Um, there are several areas in the on the track where it's not going to be wise to pass. You're going to want to draft and sit behind your opponent for a hot minute until you get out of the more dense areas of the city. But I did pick that track intentionally because in the GT series, we have not done a city road course track. We've done only exclusive, like this one, for example, tracks that are meant to be raced on. We've never done tracks that were use city roads. But you know, GT3, LMP, all of those leagues, they do race on city courses. So when Stray had dropped Hoshimachi City and it was also Japanese theme, I was like, dude, what a better way to finish the regular GT Series season before the championship race than to finish it at a Japanese city. So we raced it a couple of times and we did find a few areas where it's going to be very uh it's going to be very dependent on knowing what the person in front of you and hoping that the person behind you is like really paying attention because there are areas where you can get wall slammed if you're not careful. And myself and some of the stewards are going to be keeping a very, very close eye on drivers during that race to make sure that we don't see any intentional wall slamming. Um, correct. That is correct. You don't want sunken behind you.
Hopefully we can.
Um,
Hopefully we
You don't
can
want to be in
suspend
the
him
same
before.
split as Sunken, period.
Yeah. Hopefully we can suspend him before that happens, though. You know, so that everybody's safe.
You guys, you guys with suspending. First it was DSQ sunken. Before the end of this series, I swear it's going to be suspend sunken. Hashtag suspend sunken. Um,
I mean, we have the power to do that. Not that I'm saying that GT Series staff does abuse their powers. I'm just saying we have the power
Oh,
to do that.
unless it's for disqualifying Sunken. What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just a little whistle in the
anyways,
wind. I don't know.
um, but yeah, so that track is going to be extremely fun and challenging at the same time. I had to be very careful when picking it because I knew that we were going to have money up for grabs for the lead, whatever the lead vehicle is. Nicely done, Cracks. Nicely done. Um,
Uh,
but
you could probably pull up the livery rules and see how many people are rocking DSQ Sunken.
a lot of them are.
Probably.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
And
All thanks to me and
anyways,
Cracks. We started that.
Oh,
but
I would have spread
oh,
that around as
you know
well.
what? Here's how we're
Yeah.
gonna close out. Here's how we're gonna close out tonight. I did create an end screen credits. So when we end the stream on Saturday, there will be a rolling set of credits that will go up. And the credits get shout out Alan and Parzi for the donations that they made. They shout out all of the GT series staff for assistance with getting this season set up. It also um, shouts out all the track creators. So if you were a track creator, your gamer tag or name will be displayed at the end, and it's got all those rolling credits. So when we finish tonight's stream, which is probably going to be in the next minute or so here, I will move to that end credit screen so you guys can see what it looks like. Um, but I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight, though. Um, yeah, Cracks, Lumitrix, you guys got anything to say kind of as a last bit of last words?
We'll save it for the next podcast.
Save it for the
Yeah.
next
DSQ
podcast. All
Sunken.
right. DSQ
All we have to
Sunken.
say is DSC Sunken.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us today. This evening, Cracks, Lumitrix, thank you for joining me. Alan, I don't know if you're still watching or if you are completely tuned out, but appreciate your getting us started. And finally, Euro Dragon, thanks for hanging out in the chat as always. First race, round one, Castilian Grand Course, the Madrid Grand Tour is live Saturday starting at 2 p.m. The first race will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My stream will go live at 1:30. We will have a miniature pre-race show. We will go over the season. We'll go over the first race,
Oh
qualifying,
wow.
all of that
Yeah.
stuff
Wow.
before. Yes.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I was talking with Andrew earlier, and um I was gonna ask, do you think if we were to have everybody in the lobby before the actual like start time, could we try to load up the blueprint earlier?
Depends on if the whoever's casting can cast it earlier as well.
Okay.
If they're ready to
I'm
cast in
casting.
time, yeah.
I'm
I
casting.
think if yeah, so I think if Kyle's cast is ready in time and
Yeah.
everyone's ready to race in time, I don't
If
think there should be an issue.
if everyone is ready to go and I have all the streams up, everyone's ready to load in, that's fine. Because that'll get split one ready to go sooner. So, um,
Yeah.
but all of that said, we will uh be ready to go and yeah, I'm super excited for this season. I've created a lot of custom backdrops for the stream. I've created a lot of custom scenes. Not using AI. This is all my own creation. So I'm very excited to display that and show
See,
that
now
off
it
to
sounds
you
like you
guys.
used AI and you're
I
trying
did
to cover it up.
not. I did
You're
not.
just trying to cover up now.
I am super there'll be
You
things
man, you should see.
there'll be things on the backdrops that you'll be like, "Oh yeah, he definitely created that." Because it's not perfect. It definitely is not perfect. Um
I'd rather have
Right.
slop than AI bullshit.
it is weird, Euro Dragon. If I see what you're talking about. I it, if I pull it up on my computer, it displays fine. If I pull it up on my phone, it's I see what you're talking about. It is bugged. It doesn't show the correct formats for the time. It shows the code that gets used in order to show it. So it is
Oh,
interesting. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, I noticed that with some messages, but in sometimes it works as like just perfectly. It's
here, let
weird.
me take a look. Which is it GT series announcements
GT
or
series
regular
announcement.
Yeah.
It's the one I
announcements?
think where there's a lot of times
Right.
posted.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's fine on PC. Let me check on phone.
But
On phone, it works on phone. At least for me, it does.
interesting.
Oh
I
no, no,
wonder
but
if it's a Nitro.
your
Yeah.
previous message, like nothing was
Yeah, it's
working.
the
None.
previous message that's
But
an
Yeah.
issue.
But check on your laptop. On your laptop is the previous message also bugged?
Um,
Where's
yes
my
and
phone?
no. So, okay, on my phone, if you look at the last line, it says race one starts now, and then you have a timestamp below
Hmm.
that. So on my phone, the timestamp is not a timestamp, it's just like a thing. Oh, that's not the timestamp, that's the tag. That's GT series participant, the tag that's bugged. No, it's not the way you formatted the message, it's that entire message is bugged because all the tags you've put for that message are also bugged and the timestamps are also bugged
Hmm.
on phone. Only on phone, not on
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm looking at my
Interesting.
laptop. Yeah, it's perfectly fine right now.
That is
Yeah,
interesting.
it's just a phone thing where it's bugged.
Okay.
I
Well,
think that's just a weird occurrence. I don't think there's anything you can do about that,
No.
but
Well, I mean, it's already too late, but yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
All right, gents.
just
Well, that's
sucks.
gonna do it for me. I'm gonna roll the credits. You guys have a wonderful weekend or wonderful rest of your days qualifying. And don't forget to check out the website. I've been posting just about daily up on the website regarding FH6 and regarding our GT series. So be sure to check. Thank you
Oh,
there. That's the admin.
maybe not that.
Good job.
That's
That's a
the
good job.
admin one.
Good job. Yep, good
Oops,
job.
I forgot I
Yeah.
was an admin one. I
I
mean, it
do need
doesn't
to add
matter
that as
because
command. I do need to add that as command. So you can just GT series website and then put the command. But
there
anyways,
you can delete that one and you can keep this one because I can't delete messages.
yes.
Just
Yes.
just
Well,
keep the one
apparently
without
neither
you.
can I either. Anyways.
Oh well, you're
Uh
both there then.
all right guys. That's
It's
gonna do it
fine
for
if the
me.
admin's on stage.
That's gonna do it for me. Here's our music. I will catch you guys later.
Alrighty.
All right. Goodbye.
I think there's a wife in the background.
Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Goodbye now. Bye.
Bye.
Just keep saying bye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, guys, get wrapped up. And oh yeah, that's so funny. Yep. Now you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, I'm like, no, you hang up first.
Still live.
Oh, good. I hope you all hear me.
Yeah.
No, you hang up first. Just say goodbye. See you all next time. Cut it off so that everybody can't hear me
Go ahead,
talking.
see you, Kyle.
Hear that?
Bye, Carl.
You hear that, internet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kyle,
man.
Kyle, you didn't say bye back to us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Wife making great sound effects. This is prime content. This is what makes the podcast amazing.
Like you said you would.
Podcast where it's just like we all get it. Like you said you would. 15 minutes late, Kyle.
Oh,
You're supposed to be in bed 15 minutes ago.
Kyle, just say bye. Just say bye.
It's not that hard. Yeah, just bye. You know, you got
Bye,
wife and
Kyle.
kids,
Kyle,
you got
just say
Bye,
bye.
Kyle. Love you guys.
Just say
Love you
bye.
guys.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
too.
Wait, Kyle, hold on.
Oh
Yeah,
my
what?
God.
What?
Yeah, I just said bye because you have to say bye.
Oh, bye. Bye, Crex.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Now we
Good
have to do
night.
it again.
Ah!
Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm actually gonna piss off this one at this point.
I'm just gonna go through the screen so I can come out the other end like so excited.
No, that's the she'll start joke slapping Kyle.
Just imagine picking up and this Kyle was fucking throwing.
Kyle is the missile for torture.
Okay,
Kyle will die from missiles.
I think he's dead now. He hasn't left, but he's not talking.
Oh shit.
I'm just laughing.
You're still alive,
I am legit just laughing. It's perfect because I have the end screen on. This is the perfect way to end a podcast.
It's always like this. It's like we have an agenda, but then once you say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna end the stream," it's just like, okay, now we actually have shit to like mess around with, and then it just happens, you know?
Thank you, Kyle, for the content.
Yeah, clip on.
That's all we needed.
His wife actually just knows how to flip a button. I think your wife should start streaming instead of you, Kyle. She should just replace you for the Twitch bit.
Replace you.
At least for the Twitch bit for now.
You can keep commentating, but yeah.
No, even for commentating.
Even for commentating. Remember that when she fucking commentated for shit?
Yeah, exactly.
McDonald's versus Batman.
Surprised no one actually rocked with McDonald's and Batman. Oh my god. I think that's what I should
Well, I mean, Harris. Oh, wait, no, because Harris switched deliveries.
Matrix. I want to have